Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got our twin stick shifters from JB Custom Fab installed on our Dana 300, but we need to bend these shifters. They need to be adjusted. They need to be angled up a little more into the center. I have my tunnel cover cut and it does fit very well, but I would not be able to fit it on with the shifters in place, as well as the fact I just think that these shifters levers are just too far over. JB Custom Fab gives you instructions on how to alter the shift levers, how to bend them. They recommend that you heat down low, like on this elbow down here, till it just starts to turn a little red, and then you should be able to bend it. I thought about trying to do it while in the vehicle, but I think that that's just potentially going to be a little too dangerous. I did mount them in just because I want to see their position. I want to measure the angle that they're at right now, and then the angle I want to get them at, so I know how many degrees I have to move them when I put them in the vise, and then I'll take them out. So, as you can see, they're very easy to install. They do bolt right in. I'll go down below and show you how they look down there. Okay, here we are down below, and you can see there's a sleeve that mounts on each one of the shift rods with a bolt going through it. And then there's a pin on the side of that sleeve that the shift lever then engages. It's one large single bolt that holds it in place with several washers spacing it out. And then what you do is you snug that bolt up tight enough so that the shifter doesn't wobble, but loose enough that you can obviously still rotate it. I tried to grease mine, with some decent red and tacky grease, just obviously so that we could minimize the wear. So it's a little tight down here, but it's not impossible to get the bolts out. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to take some measurements, and then we'll remove the shifters, put them in the vise, and go ahead and get them straightened. The unfortunate bummer about not straightening them while in the vehicle is, you might move them and realize, boy, it could have just been nice if I went an extra 2 degrees to one direction, or if you go a little too far. But given that I have bed liner on here, yeah, I could, especially this, the front axle lever is just, I feel, just way too close to the tub, with the bed liner material and undercoating that's on it. Yeah, I could wrap it in some aluminum foil, but you're going to be heating this steel up pretty hot. This is aluminum, though it won't be close enough. I don't think that would be an issue because you're only going to heat it up using like a MAP gas torch. I just think in the end it's just safer to do it out of the vehicle. Okay, after taking some angle measurements, this is the rear shifter. I want to move this about 12 degrees. Now right now, because this is pretty much perpendicular in the vehicle, I measured it and it sits with about a 9-degree angle like that. So 12 degrees in the vehicle will almost have it sticking straight up. So we're going to lock it into the vise here. I'm going to grab the MAP gas, and according to JB Fabricators, they tell you to stay below where the boot will be because you will affect this finish. So I'm going to basically come right down onto this joint, heat it up with some MAP gas. They say take it to where it's just starting to glow red, and then we should be able to pull it straight out and straighten it a bit, and then we'll follow it up with our angle measurements here. Now, right now I am at roughly 85 degrees, so I'm going to want to take this to basically going in the opposite direction would be about 83, right in that ballpark. Gonna get the MAP gas, as well as I'm gonna get some heavier gloves, get a pair of my MIG welding gloves. All right, let's give this a shot, see how this goes. Blow. Let's see how we do here. All right, I'm gonna take some measurements on, I'll be right back. All right, when I first measured it, I was about 86, but as you can see now, we are coming in just a hair under 83. Exactly where we want to be. How much heat went up into that rod? That's still pretty warm. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out and go ahead and get the front axle shifter in place. Okay, so I have the front axle shifter in the vise, pretty much in the position it's in, which would be, it's on about a 9-degree angle, roughly, when it's attached to the transfer case, which puts us at about 66 degrees here. I think I want to take it to about 82. I don't want it perfectly up and down like the other one. I want it to lean out just a little bit. So I'm thinking about, you know, 80 to 82 degrees. So we got to move this one about 14 to 16 degrees. All right, let's get started with this front one. I'll go ahead and heat it up same way I did the rear one, and I'll come back when we have it in position. All right, got it set where we want it. So when it was sitting in the vise, it was sitting at 76 degrees. So now we are just over 90. So we've gone, 14.5 degrees, right in that ballpark. I think that's going to work fine. All right, I'm going to take this out, let it cool, let the other one, make sure the other one's cool, and then we'll go ahead, get them reinstalled, show you what it looks like when it's all done. All right, shifters are reinstalled. Everything is tightened up. Much happier with their position in the tunnel. A lot less intrusion into the passenger compartment. Much better centering in the tunnel. Still plenty of spacing between all the shifters for full function. My tunnel cover, I can easily get that on now, whereas before I could not get it on. So that will fit right on there nicely. And I ordered a Stronghold shift boot from a company called Stronghold Shift Boots. They make a single boot for, I have a T176 4-speed and then the Dana 300. So they make a boot that will fit right on there in vinyl for the twin stick application. So it'll mount right on there and should finish that off really nicely. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope this helped anybody out who is looking at using these shifters on their Dana 300 and curious as to how you modify them to fit your application. As you can see, no damage to the shift rods other than the little bit of finish there where we heated them up, and that will be covered up by the boots. So again, thank you very much for watching. Hope this helped anybody out. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Thank you.